In this illustration, it is given, consider the situation shown in the figure. This figure. Two slits S1 and S2 placed symmetrically around the central line are illuminated by a monochromatic light of the wavelength lambda. Right? You can observe here, this is the plane wavefront. It incident on the slit plane. Slit plane consists of the two slits S1, S2 separated by a distance small d. The wavelength of light incident on the slit is lambda. The light transmitted by these slits fall on a screen SC. This is the screen SC placed at a distance capital D from the slits. Okay, this distance is capital D. If you observe this part of the diagram, this part of the diagram is a standard Young's double slit experiment setup. Okay, now let us move to the next part of the question. The slit S3 is at the center line. You can observe this S3 slit lie on the center line, and the slit S4, this slit S4 is at a distance Z from S3. Okay, this distance Z is just same as the Young double slit distance small y. Okay, now another screen, this screen, third screen, is placed further distance capital D away from screen SC. That means from this second screen. Find the ratio of the maximum to minimum intensity observed on the screen SC if Z is equal to number 1 lambda d divided by 2d, number 2 lambda d divided by small d, and third is lambda d divided by 4d. And here we need to calculate the ratio of the maximum to minimum intensity. Okay, so this is the question. Now let us move to analysis of the first part of the question. In the first part of the question, we are given Z value, which is equivalent to the Y value in the Young's double slit experiment, standard Young's double slit experiment. So here let us write this Z equal to lambda d divided by 2d. Now let us move to the first part of the question when Z equal to lambda d divided by 2d. So this is lambda d divided by 2d. As we discuss, or you can observe, this Z is equivalent to small y in Young's double slit experiment. So here first of all we need to calculate the part difference at S3 and S4 for getting the intensity at screen number 3. You can observe here slit S3 is symmetrical with respect to S1 and S2. That means the part difference at S3 should be equal to 0, right? Let us consider the intensity of the wave coming out from S1 and S3. S2 is I naught, and when it will reach at S3, the part difference will be 0. That means we will have the maxima at S3, and we know the intensity of the maxima, central maxima, that is equal to 4 times the intensity of any of the slits, that is I naught. That means 4 I naught is the intensity at S3. Now let us calculate the intensity at S4, and we know this distance Z is equal to Y, and we know the for calculating the part difference at S4 we should use the Young double slit experiment formula, that is delta x divided by small d. Delta x is the part difference. The part difference divided by this small d is equal to Z, Z is Y, that is Z divided by capital D, right? This is the part difference. Now we can write delta x equal to Z small d divided by capital D. Now we can substitute this value, that is lambda d divided by 2d, right? Here you can observe capital D will get cancelled, and small d will get cancelled. That means delta x equal to lambda by 2, and we know this lambda by 2 part difference is corresponding to the minima. That means intensity at this slit S4 should be equal to 0 because it is having minima. That means no light will come out from S4, there will be the light at S3 only. That means intensity distribution on screen number 3 is uniform. Now you can say the maximum to the minimum intensity at screen 3 should be equal to 1. Okay. Now let us move to analyze the second part. In second part, Z is given lambda d divided by small d. So, let us write this Z equal to lambda d divided by small d. And here also we can observe the part difference at S3 is equal to 0 because it is symmetrical with respect to S1 and S2. That means we will have the maximum at S3, that means 4I naught here. Now, let us calculate the part difference at S4. For this, we can write delta x divided by small d, that is equal to Z divided by capital D, right? This is the part difference between these two. Now, we can write delta x equal to Z small d divided by capital D, right? Now, we can substitute the value of Z. Now, capital D, small d will get cancelled. That means the part difference here is equal to lambda. Lambda part difference is corresponding to the maxima. That means we will have the maxima at S4, right? And here also we have the maxima. That means the intensity of the light coming out from S3 and S4 is equal, and it will be equal to 4I naught, right? SS4. So, the ratio should be equal to I max to I minimum equal to under root I1 plus under root I2 whole square divided by under root I1 minus under root 2 I2 whole square. Now, we can substitute the value and we can find this value is this divided by 0, that is infinite. That means this ratio will be infinite. Now, let us move to the next part. In third part, Z equal to lambda d divided by 4d, right? And for S3, there will be no change because we will have the maxima, that is 4I naught. Now, for calculating the intensity at S4, let us calculate the part difference, right? Same relation we will use. Now, we can write delta x equal to Z d divided by capital D. We can substitute the value of Z equal to, that is lambda d divided by 4d. This and this and this and this will get cancelled, right? That means lambda by 4. Lambda by 4 part difference, phase difference is corresponding to the part difference equal to, we have the relationship of the phase difference and part difference. Phase difference equal to 2 pi by lambda multiplied by delta x. So, let us substitute this value. Lambda will get cancelled, that is 2 pi divided by 4. That means this is equal to pi by 2. Now, we can find the intensity at S4 by using the formula of the intensity. This is the formula. We can use the square formula also, formula in the square form also. So, let us substitute pi by 2, and here we know cos pi by 2 is equal to 0. That means this intensity is equal to 2I naught. Now, we can find the ratio. If we substitute I1, I2 value, right? This I1 is equal to 4I naught and I2 equal to 2I naught. So, this is the required ratio. Okay. Now, let us move to next illustration. In this illustration, the arrangement figure. You can observe here this figure. Here is a plane wavefront incident on the slit plane containing two fixed slit S1, S2 at a separation small d. And next line is given by some mechanism the separation between the slits S3 and S4 can be changed. You can observe here at a distance capital D, there is another screen, right? There is one screen SC, and this screen is having two slits. That means two opening S3 and S4. The separation between S3 and S4 can be changed by some mechanism. And you can observe here further, there is one more screen at a distance capital D from the middle screen. Okay. The intensity measured at point O is this point, which is the common perpendicular bisector of S1, S2 and S3, S4. That means this point O is the center of the screen. Okay. When Z equal to capital D lambda divided by 2 small d, the intensity measured at O, that is intensity measured at center of the screen, is capital I. Find this intensity at O when number A, Z equal to capital D lambda divided by small d, B, small z equal to 2 lambda capital D divided by small d, and C, Z equal to 3 capital D lambda divided by 2d. Okay. In these three situations, we need to calculate intensity at O in term of capital I. right? You can observe here this part of the diagram is just same as the standard set of the Young double slit experiment. Okay, that means the separation between S1 S2 is fixed and that is equal to small d. That is this dotted line is the principal axis, and the second screen is just like the screen in the Young double slit experiment, where this distance z means z by 2. If we move up or down, that is we measure y, and y equal to z by 2. And here we can observe on this screen we have the two slits. Okay, then light again come from S3 and S4, and because S3 and S4 are symmetrically placed, that means the intensity of the light at S3 and S4 should be equal. And finally, you can observe the second part of the diagram again represent the standard set of the Young double slit experiment, and O is the center of the screen. That means at the center of the screen we know we have the zero order maxima, and at the zero order maxima we have the intensity which is 4 times the intensity of this and this. Okay, this is the analysis. So let us first analyze the situation given when z equal to capital D lambda divided by 2t. Okay, and intensity is capital I. We are not given the original intensity, so we can assume intensity coming out at S1 and S2 at both slit is I naught. So let us make the diagram, and when z equal to capital D lambda divided by 2 small d, right? This value z equal to capital D lambda divided by 2 small d. And we know in Young double slit experiment, if this is the screen, the distance measured from this point will be center of screen of this. So the distance measured at the top should be y, and that means this z by 2 should be equal to y. So here we can write y equal to z by 2, right? And z equal to this much. So this y equal to d lambda divided by 4 small d, right? And let us calculate the intensity at point S3 or S4, because intensity at this point and this point is equal. For calculating the intensity at S3 and S4, we need to find the phase difference of the two waves reaching at S3 and S4, right? And we know the relationship between the phase difference and path difference. We can calculate the path difference either at point S3 and S4. So let us consider S4 point. So let us calculate the path difference at S4, right? Now we can write the standard formula for Young double slit experiment, that is the path difference of the two waves, right? These and these, and we know this relation, that is delta x, path difference between two waves, that is the delta x divided by small d equal to this y. Y is the distance from here to here, y divided by capital D. Okay, so let us substitute the value of y. Before substituting the value of y, let us rearrange this relation, that is delta x equal to y small d divided by capital D. So this is the value of y. Now you can observe the capital D, small d will get cancelled. That means we have the relationship of delta x equal to lambda by 4. Okay, now we know the relationship between the phase difference and path difference. Phase difference equal to 2 pi by lambda multiplied by path difference equal to delta x. So let us write the formula for calculating phase difference. Path difference equal to lambda by 4 as we calculated. Now here you can observe lambda and lambda will get cancelled. This is 2 and this is 4. So this phi equal to pi by 2. Now we got the phase difference at point S3 or S4, because these 2 points are symmetrically placed with respect to the center line. Phase difference at this point and this point will be equal. Now let us calculate the intensity either at S3 and S4, right? We can now write the formula, that is 4 I naught cos square phi by 2. So let us assume the intensity of the light coming out from this slit and this slit is I naught and I naught. Okay, now we can write this expression, that is intensity at S4, that is equal to 4 I naught cos square phi by 2. Okay, Now we know the value of phi, that is pi by 2. If we substitute here, this is pi by 4. So here cos square pi by 4, and we know cos pi by 4 equal to 1 by root 2, and square of 1 by root 2 is equal to 1 by 2. So this is 4 I naught multiplied by this 1 by 2, that is equal to 2 I naught. That means the intensity at this position and this position is 2 I naught and 2 I naught. That means the intensity at point O should be equal to 8 I naught. This is 4 multiplied by 2 I naught. So this is 8 I naught. But it is given the intensity at this point is equal to capital I. That means 8 I naught equal to capital I. That means I naught equal to I by 8, capital I by 8. So here we got the intensity of the light coming out from the slit S1 or S2. Okay. Now let us move to the first part of the question, when Z equal to capital D lambda divided by small d, right? This is Z equal to capital D lambda divided by small d, right? So here in this case, we know y is the distance measured from this line in the upward direction or downward direction. So the distance of this point is called the center of screen of this screen, center of this screen. So the y will be equal to Z divided by 2. Z is equal to lambda d divided by small d. So y should be equal to d lambda divided by 2d. Okay. Now let us calculate the intensity at this position and this position. For calculating the intensity, we need to calculate the path difference at S3 or S4. So let us calculate the path difference at S4. Okay. We have the standard relationship of Young double slit experiment, which relate the path difference small d, capital D and y. So here we can write delta x, that the path difference between these two waves, delta x divided by small d, that is equal to y divided by capital D. Okay. Now we can write delta x equal to y small d divided by capital D. Okay. Now we can substitute the value of y. Y is capital D lambda divided by 2d. Now capital D, small d will get cancelled. That means the path difference is lambda by 2. We got the path difference. Now we have the relationship between the phase difference and path difference, that is phase difference equal to 2 pi by lambda multiplied by path difference, and path difference equal to lambda by 2. So let us calculate the phase difference at S4, and we know the phase difference at S4 is equal to the phase difference at S3 also. So this is the phase difference, and here lambda and lambda 2 and 2 will get cancelled, that is equal to pi. Now we have the relationship of the intensity and phase difference, that is equal to 4 I naught cos square phi by 2. So intensity at S3 and S4, we can calculate intensity either at S3 and S4. Okay. Because these points are the symmetrically placed with respect to this symmetrical line. So we can write IS4 equal to 4 I naught cos square phi by 2. Okay. Now phi equal to pi. So we can write pi by 2 cos square pi by 2. We know pi by 2 is equal to 0. That means this intensity should be equal to 0. That means intensity of the light coming out from this slit and this slit is 0. That means the intensity at point O will be 0, because there will be completely darkness on the screen. So intensity at O is equal to 0. Now let us move to next part, B part, when Z equal to 2 lambda d divided by small d. So let us write Z equal to 2 lambda d divided by small d. In this case also y equal to Z by 2 and Z equal to 2 d lambda divided by small d. That means we can write this equal to capital D lambda divided by small d. Again we need to calculate the path difference at S3 and S4, which will be equal. So we can write path difference at S4. We have the standard Young double slit experiment formula, that is delta x. Delta x is the path difference between these two waves. Delta x divided by small d equal to y divided by capital D. That means delta x equal to y small d divided by capital D. We can now substitute this value. Now capital D, small d get cancelled. That will be equal to delta x equal to lambda. Now we can calculate the phase difference corresponding to this delta x. Again using the same formula, phase difference equal to 2 pi by lambda multiplied by delta x, right? Lambda will get cancelled, that is equal to 2 pi. We got the phase difference at S4, that will be same at S3 also. Now let us calculate the intensity at S3 and S4. So let us calculate the intensity either at S3 and S4. So let us write I S4 equal to 4 I naught cos square 5 by 2. Again substitute the value of phi in the same formula. This one 2 and 2 will get cancelled. This is cos square pi. Cos pi equal to minus 1 and square make positive value. So this is equal to 4 I naught. We got the intensity at this point and this point is 4 I naught, 4 I naught. This interference again occur on this third screen. That means this point will be the center of the screen. The intensity at this point will be the 4 times the intensity at this point and this point. So this is equal to 4 multiplied by 4 I naught. So intensity at O equal to 4 multiplied by 4 I naught. This is equal to 16 I naught. And we know I naught equal to I by 8. So we got the intensity. This is equal to 2 I naught. So intensity at O is equal to 2 I naught. Now let us move to the last part of the question, when Z equal to 3 capital D lambda divided by 2D. So let us move to third part. At the third part, let us write the value of Z. This is 3 capital D lambda divided by 2D. Now y equal to Z by 2. That is equal to 3 capital D lambda divided by 4 small d. Okay. Now same process. Part difference at S4, that is equal to delta x divided by small d, that is equal to y divided by capital D. Delta x equal to y small d divided by capital D. Y value is this much. This relation give the value of delta x. Delta x equal to 3 lambda divided by 4. Now we can find the value of the phase difference corresponding to this part difference. So let us write the same formula, phi equal to 2 pi by lambda multiplied by this one. Lambda and lambda will get cancelled. 2 and 4, this will be 2. That means this is 3 pi divided by 2. Okay. We got the phase difference at this position and this position. Okay. Now we can get the value of the intensity of the light coming out S3 and S4 by using the formula 4 I naught cos square 5 by 2. So let us write I S4 equal to 4 I naught cos square 5 by 2. We can substitute the value of phi, right? And we know 3 pi divided by 4 is 1 by root 2, and square of this will make this relation is 1 by 2 and positive value. So this is equal to 4 I naught multiplied by 1 by 2, and this is equal to 2 I naught. Now intensity of the light coming out from this slit and this slit is 2 I naught and 2 I naught. That means intensity at this point is the center of the screen, that is maxima point, and at this point at the center of the screen we will have the 0 order maxima, and at 0 order maxima intensity is the 4 times the intensity of this slit and this slit. So intensity at O should be equal to 4 multiplied by 2 I naught. That is equal to 8 I naught, and we know 8 I naught is nothing but capital I. That means the intensity at the center of the screen O is equal to capital I.